I wanna be Batman, cause everybody really ain't shit to me.
This is MJ from MJ Reviews, and I'm going to be continuing the top 10 hero countdown that has been started and turning into the most massive, exploding thing you've ever seen in your life. So without any further ado, I'm going to be bringing you guys my number 8 for the top 10 hero countdown right now. Yes, everybody, Edward Blake, aka the fucking comedian. Now, you're probably wondering, dude, that guy was fucking crazy in the movie. Why'd you choose him? Well, yeah, he had an ugly side, and yeah, he had a mean streak, and yeah, he was pretty much had a bad side as well. But you know what? Who doesn't? I mean, really. I chose him because, you know, ever since the movie said it was coming out, I bought the graphic novel and I read it, and I sort of liked his character. You know what? Edward Blake, yeah, he's a complicated individual, he's got a bad side, but you know what? So does everybody. Watchmen showed that, you know, heroes are heroes, but they also have an ugly side too, and they also have a human being side too. Edward Blake was the most humanized hero I've seen in any kind of reading material or movie. He's someone that, you know, anyone probably could relate to, not to the extreme of doing the things that he did, but basically living life to life, having ups and downs, bad problems, doing bad things, having good times, and just regular things that affect you and I. Now, Edward Blake, he was in the first Minutemen, you know, the first Masked Heroes organization. He was quickly kicked out right after they took the picture because he sexually assaulted the first Silk Spectre, Sally Jupiter. And after that, he started doing vigilante missions for the government. He was stabbed before. That's why he started wearing that vest that he wears, that you would see him wear significantly. He was in Vietnam. Him and Dr. Manhattan, they were both in Vietnam together. And the Vietnamese, you know, surrendered and this, that, and the other. If you saw the movie or read the book, you would know. Edward Blake, after the Vietnamese War and he was gonna go back home, a lady came up to him and was like, "Oh, I have your baby." I thought she was a prostitute because they had a lot of prostitutes back in Vietnam when they did the whole war thing. A lot of war places have prostitutes because they want to make money and things aren't going well. Can you blame them? I can't. So he's like, "No, I'm not your kid's dad, I'm gonna be leaving." She flips out, she breaks the bottle, slashes his face. He winds up shooting the bitch and she dies. Excuse my language, but yeah. He gets a scar like right on the right side of his face. You know, she maimed him. After that, he was wearing those goggles and stuff. I don't know if that's the reason why he was wearing the goggles, but he wore goggles after that. He did a lot of dirty missions for the United States. Not saying that there were missions that made him a person that you want to be as your role model, but he was a hero to the United States. Now you have your Captain America, and then you have your Edward Blake. Edward Blake showed the ugly side of American society, Americans' politics, Americans' stuff just happening. It showed the ugly side of war, and even though he was on our side fighting for us, a hero for our people, protecting people with sort of not slap on the hand justice, but more was like a punch in your jaw kind of justice. That's probably what it was. I mean, that's what it was. He did do things a little bit more ruthless and a little bit more rugged, and he was a little bit more strict on the people. He wasn't, you know, a laid-back kind of hero. He was more of like all up in your face, SWAT team riot kind of guy, and he was a pretty much badass. What else about him? Later on, they start making the Watchmen, and he was in the group, but he was like, "You know what, this is not gonna work." He's like, "This happened years ago when I was in it when I was younger, and you know, it didn't work then, it's not gonna work now." He had a very negative attitude, pretty much more realistic than everybody else. He saw the ugly side of things, and that's why I like him, because he was real. He knew how people act, and that's how I think. I think I'm not more optimistic, I'm more realistic. I'm more realistic towards issues and like, well, you know, that's not gonna really work. Why are you gonna even try it? That's how I'm kind of like, and I respect Edward Blake in that kind of category. Not everything that he did, but pretty much in that category. He was suspected to actually kill JFK, government issues. And that's the thing, he was ugly justice, and he did what the government did. The government wanted him to do, and they covered up everything, saying that he was with President Tricky Dick, Richard Nixon, you know? But that's Edward Blake for you. He winds up, you know, having to pay for all of his things when that douchebag with the blonde hair, the genius dude, throwing him out of the frickin' window like a bitch. But he could have put up a good fight in the movie and in the graphic novel. So I didn't have anything to complain about, but I love the flashbacks of what he did, and he knew that the things that he did in his life were wrong, but he also did good things as well. He also did things I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's kind of hard. Like, he did things that were bad, but he did them because he was told to do it. He was the perfect soldier, basically, but he wasn't. He was red, white, and blue, but a lot more red, meaning blood. You have Captain America, who's, you know, your all altar boy, like Superman, but you got your Edward Blake, and he's more of like he's like Batman, but more extreme, more real, more all up in your face with a shotgun. And that's what makes him a hero in my eyes. You know, he's number 8, so he's not going to be like number 1. He's just number 8. He deserves to be notarized as a hero. And even though he wasn't the most sensitive hero, he was basically a hero, and he was a good dude. So I have to say, Edward Blake is my number 8 pick. Number 9 and 10 are going to be coming up for you right now, and then I'll have all my other ones as well. So with that said, MJaw from MJaw Reviews doing the top 10 countdown with the rest of the dudes that are doing this. So keep in touch with all of us and watch all our other videos and see who we pick. And yeah, I'm out.